For our next module, it will be Module 3, Establishing a Baseline. Join me in welcoming Mr. Ian Torres.
Hello, thank you. Good afternoon. I'm with First Gen, by the way. I'm part of the sustainability team, who is one of our advocacy would be the energy efficiency. So basically, measurement and verification is, as I would like to put an analogy, it would be like a doctor trying to ask you, o kuha ka muna ng laboratory test. So that would be the baseline. So kukuha ka muna ng laboratory test bago magbigay ng prognosis yung doctor. So later on, magbibigay siya ng mga medicine, di ba? Kung ano mang gagawin mo na procedure. And after that, papakanda ka ulit ng test para i-compare kung nag-improve ba yung ginawa niya, nakatulong ba yung binigay niya ng mga medicine. So, in a way, measurement and verification would be like that. Main important thing to remember, it has to be transparent, reliable, and consistent. The main reason is, this is the report or the paper that you have to show the end user or your customer and the plan and the bank whenever you have to do yung payment. So, it could help you in trying to sort out yung mga differences sa computation and savings. So, what is considered like a measurement and verification activity? So, earlier, we were able to do somehow yung investment grade audit. So, kapag nagawa natin yung investment grade audit, that will identify what are the different ECMs. ECMs would be yung energy conservation measures. Just in the beginning, on the planning stage, you should already include yung M&B. Basically, we would like to measure as accurately as possible what is the baseline energy. So, part yun ng investment grade audit. Next part of the whole ESCO project would be the installation. So, this is the actual part where you install yung motors, your BFD, or whatever equipment that you are proposing. And then, dito rin mahalaga na ma-verify kung okay ba yung operation ng buong system. Dito rin sinasama kung tama ba yung calibration ng mga sensors. So you have to verify if everything is working so that once you announce or you tell your customer na, okay, from this point forward, it will be yung performance measurement na. So yan na yung maintenance part. So later on, ang tawag doon, reporting period. I will show you all those terms. Okay? So during the maintenance part, as an M&B, you have to do yung measurement pa rin. Kasi nga, madalas mga long-term contracts, maybe 2 years. Short pa yung 2 years. May mga 4 years, 5 years yung madalas na mga kontrata. So, kailangan, lagi ka pa rin mag-measure. Pero the main idea is, you have to continue to gather data. Kasi later on, gagawa ka ng computation. How much is the savings? Okay? So, bali ganyan yung buong process. So, sa isang project, an ESCO project, it will include yung planning stage, installation stage, and the maintenance stage. So, all throughout the process, kasama yung measurement and verification. Sige, so, some benefits of using IPMBP. For me, the most important thing would be in the number 1. Because dito talaga nakasalalay if the customer or the bank will agree to pay. Ang basis usually ng payment is whatever yung naging calculation or agreed calculation dun sa MNB. So, for me, that's the most important benefit dun sa IPMBP. So, minsan, mababanggit itong lower transaction costs. How? Because somehow it could help, as I mentioned, yung baka pwede tayong pumili lang ng mas madaling way to measure. So instead of putting meters all throughout the facility, maybe we will just do sampling or we will just put a sensor na one time lang, then we'll do it for a few minutes or few hours and then go back again. So somehow it will help minimize yung cost for the whole M&B part. Okay? International credibility because the protocol that we are going to use, yung IPMBP, this is an international guideline that is being followed sa US, Canada, at least yun yung at Europe. And for us, it would be good to follow. Okay? And who uses? Dun sa plan, merong maraming list eh. Pero for me, I will just categorize it into 3. So yung end users, it could be yung existing na mga building or industrial customers. O kaya yung mga new building na designers, mga consultants. And sa ngayon, yung mga building certification like LEED o kaya ISO 50001 could also use yung M&B. And for us, tayo yung mga third party or contractors. So mahalaga sa atin tong M&B. And then financial backers for the banks, ADB, or our investors, they would be using this M&B plan. Okay. So why M&B? So basically, actually mukhang nasagot ko na yung tanong doon sa why M&B. But the main thing na gusto ko lang i-impart dito is, before we introduce any energy conservation measures or ECMs, I will call it ECMs, we would like, as I mentioned, we would like to have a good baseline measurement. Kung hindi ka gagawa ng M&B, how will you know what would have been the energy consumption once you installed yung device? So you need to come up with a way to justify or with a way to know what would have been their energy consumption once you introduce your equipment, or for our case, the energy efficient motors. So doon lalabas, from here, you can see this is the baseline, the installation part, and this would be the reporting period. Hopefully, we were able to reduce the consumption, okay?